Now, as we all know, India experiences a distinct and often intense summer season. Now, the summer in India isn't just a change in weather, but it's a catalyst for economic activity. Now, from the essential need to stay cool to the desire for refreshing treats and travel adventures, several sectors thrive under the summer sun. Now, but to understand this unique opportunity, we must first look at the current weather conditions gripping India. Now, stay tuned because as we delve deeper, we will explore the fascinating world of summer stocks, identify the sectors that flourish under the summer sun, and equip you with the knowledge to potentially capitalize on this seasonal trend with the Indian markets. You're watching Informed Investor, the third Umpire, an initiative by Equentis Research and Ranking. Let's begin. Now, the Indian Meteorological Department, or IMD, the nation's weather authority, has issued a forecast that could impact not just picnics and beach trips, but also your investment portfolios. Their report predicts a summer unlike any other, characterized by temperatures higher than the usual and the possibility of heat waves potentially gripping the entire country between March and May. Now, the southern states are already feeling the heat, with Kerala, for instance, issuing yellow alerts in several districts. Several other regions are also experiencing high temperatures, with highs reaching between 42 and 44 degrees Celsius in south coastal Andhra Pradesh and North Karnataka as well. Even Telangana, North Tamil Nadu, coastal Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra and southwest Madhya Pradesh saw temperatures sizzle between 40 to 42 degrees. Now, these readings are significantly above the normal, exceeding the usual range by 2 to 5 degrees Celsius. Now, while these forecasts might prompt some to stock up on sunscreen and stay out indoors, for investors, they paint a very different picture. Now, this intense heat creates a unique opportunity within the financial world. That is the rise of summer stocks. Now, these are companies whose business thrives during the hotter months due to a surge in consumer demand for specific products as well as services. But what makes them attractive investments? Let's understand the market opportunity that the summer stocks present here. First is the increased consumer demand. Now, summer triggers a predictable shift in consumer behavior. People prioritize staying cool and comfortable, leading to a surge in the demand for specific products and services. Companies catering to these seasonal needs see a natural boost in sales, translating to potentially higher profits. Second is targeted growth potential. Investing in summer stocks allows for targeted exposure to sectors that are expected to experience growth during the hotter months. Now, this targeted approach has the potential to outperform the broader market during the summer period. Portfolio diversification opportunity. Now, the summer stocks offer an opportunity to diversify an investment portfolio, including these seasonal companies, alongside long-term holdings can potentially spread risk and add a layer of growth potential during the summer months. Now, this diversification helps create a more balanced portfolio that benefits from both long-term trends and seasonal fluctuations within the market as well. Now, when summer temperatures soar higher than expected, it's not just the mercury that gets a boost. Several sectors of the economy can actually benefit from the heat wave. Let's dive into some of these sectors and understand the opportunity better. First is the air conditioning and cooling systems. Now, this one's a bit of a no-brainer as such. Now, as temperatures rise, so does the demand for air conditioners, coolers, and related services. Now, demands for ACs in India typically peaks during the summer months, marking it a seasonal play. However, increasing temperatures year-round are leading to sustained demand in the AC segment as well. Now, the Indian summer, which has broken heat records multiple times over the past decade, has made air conditioning an important fixture in the Indian homes as well as the offices. As more people move to cities and disposable income rises, the penetration of air conditioners in the Indian households is increasing. Now, this demographic shift bodes well for the long-term growth of the AC market. India's AC penetration rate is considerably lower compared to many developed markets, indicating significant room for a lot of growth. Now, as more households and businesses adopt air conditioning, there's a vast untapped market waiting to be explored. Investing in AC stocks allows investors to participate in this growth story and potentially reap substantial returns as the market expands. Now, if you want to capitalize on it, you need to focus on stocks of companies that manufacture, sell, and are otherwise involved in the AC industry collectively. Now, here are a few players within the Indian market that tend to benefit from the surge in demand. First is Voltas Limited. Now, part of the Tata Group, Voltas is one of India's leading air conditioning companies. It has a strong presence in both the residential as well as the commercial air conditioning market. Now, the company's extensive range of products and its strong service network makes it a favorite among consumers. Now, this week on Monday, the shares of Voltas hit an all-time high on the D Street in early morning deals. Now, the Voltas stock hit an all-time high of 1,373.2 rupees. Guess why? Voltas just hit a major milestone. They sold over 2 million air conditioner units in FY 23-24 alone. Now, that's like the highest ever sale of ACs by any brand in India for a single financial year. Now, their sales volumes grew by a whopping 35%. That's huge, isn't it? And you know what's behind the impressive performance? Now, it's the consistent demand for cooling products within India. Now, with the Indian summers getting hotter and hotter, everyone's looking for ways to beat the heat, and Voltas seems to be the go-to choice for many in that aspect. Over the last 1 year, Voltas has given investors a return of 62%, higher than the Nifty 50 performance of 29%. Over the last 5 years, it's gone up by 115% against a 95% return on the Nifty alone. Now, if you look at the financial data of Voltas, March 2023 appears to be a standout period for Voltas, showing significant growth in sales, operating profit, and profit after tax compared to previous quarters. Now, the AC sector demand tends to rise as the summer season approaches. Therefore, Voltas, being an AC maker and manufacturer, experiences increased sales during this period as consumers prepare for the hotter weather. Now, coming to another AC maker, Blue Star is an air conditioning and a commercial refrigeration company. Now, the company has huge stores for room ACs, packaged air conditioners, chillers, cold rooms, as well as refrigeration products and systems. Now, similar to Voltas, the March quarter appears to be the best for Blue Star, showing significant growth in sales, operating profit, and profit after tax compared to previous quarters. Now, in terms of returns too, Blue Star has done really well. Just like the two players we discussed, there are other players like Amber Enterprises, Johnson Control, Hitachi, and the newly listed EPAC Durable, etc. Shares of most air cooler manufacturers surged in response to the weather warning, outperforming broader market indices. Now, in conclusion, the air conditioning sector in India is primed for structural growth, fueled by several key factors including rising per capita income, growing discretionary spending, the accessible financing options for consumer durables, and the persistent demand for air conditioning units. Just as when we select air conditioners considering factors like energy efficiency, cooling capacity, and budgeting, investing in AC stocks demands a similar level of diligence as well as scrutiny. Investors looking to capitalize on the opportunities presented by the expanding AC market should conduct thorough research and analysis. Now, this includes assessing the financial health and performance of AC companies, evaluating their competitive positioning within the market, and likewise. Now, beyond the relief offered by air conditioners, another sector that thrives during India's scorching summers is the consumer goods or the FMCG sector. As people crank up their efforts to beat the heat, their consumption patterns tend to shift towards products that keep them cool and hydrated. Now, let's dive into the freezers and the refrigerators of Indian consumers to see which FMCG companies rise to the occasion and how they performed in the March quarter, which is typically the peak of summer. Let's get into the different categories and talk about the players that tend to benefit from the surge in demand. First up, it's beverages. Now, sales of hydrating beverages like buttermilk, lassi, fruit juices, and packaged drinking water see a significant jump during summers. And one prominent player in the beverage industry is none other than Varun Beverages, which is one of the largest franchisee of PepsiCo in the world. Now, the company produces and distributes a wide range of carbonated soft drinks, non-carbonated drinks, and packaged water sold under trademarks owned by PepsiCo. Now, these include brands like Pepsi, 7-Up, Mirinda, Orange, Mountain Dew, Tropicana juices, and many more. Now, if we look at the financial data for Varun Beverages, the March quarter as well as the June quarter appear to be a standout period for Varun Beverages, showing significant growth in sales, operating profit, and profit after tax compared to the previous quarters. Now, this indicates how the consumption pattern significantly shifts as people try to beat the heat. Now, looking at the returns, Varun Beverages delivers over 100% returns in the last 1 year, and over the 5-year time frame, it has delivered an impressive 1000% returns. But it's not just the beverage industry that benefits during this period. Summer is the golden period for ice cream manufacturers and ramp up production and marketing to meet the increased demand as well. Now, companies like Vadilal Industries, Hatson Agro Products, Hindustan Unilever, which boasts famous ice cream brands of Quality Walls, Cornetto, and a few other beneficiaries of the increased demand in the consumer goods sector. Now, as mentioned earlier, India braces for a longer and a harsher summer this year, with heat waves lasting 10 to 20 days and temperatures soaring past the 45 degrees Celsius mark in some parts of the country during the season. And according to Power Ministry, the power demand is expected to rise to 250 gigawatts during the period, which is an increase of almost 3% from the same period a year ago. Now, this translates to a surge in power demand, making energy stocks a potential opportunity for summer investors as well. Now, let's look at some of the key players and how they fare in the summer season. Now, a few prominent names in the power generation business are NTPC, Adani Power, etc. Looking at Adani Power, as it has been making headlines recently, not only the stock, but if we look historically at the March and June quarters compared to the other quarters, it witnesses a significant surge in revenues and operating profits on the back of increased demand. Now, due to this, they also witnessed improved plant load factor, which is the PLF, leading to increased generation and profitability. Now, if we look at the other listed peers, all companies have reflected positive returns. In fact, over the past 1 year, 4 of the companies achieved triple-digit returns, showing a significant surge over the 1-year time frame. Now, in conclusion, as the heat intensifies, power consumption for air conditioners, fans, and coolers rises, leading to higher revenue potential for power companies. Additionally, power plants typically witness better efficiency during summers due to favorable weather conditions, leading to increased generation and profitability as well. Now, some power companies that are moving towards growing renewable energy portfolios can benefit from increased solar power generation during peak summer days. Now, there are also other industries in focus. Other industries could be the beauty industry. Now, when we look at the beauty industry, particularly as we head into the summer season, there is a noticeable uptick in the consumer behavior that's quite interesting. Now, this shift is primarily observed in the increased sales of products like sunscreens and deodorants. You see, as people prepare for the warmer weather, there is a heightened awareness about skin health and the need to protect against the sun's harmful rays, as well as dealing with the realities of sweating more in the heat. Now, take for example McEnroe, which is a company behind the well-known deodorants brand like Wildstone and Secret Temptation. Now, Ankit Daga, who's at the helm of their business development, has pointed out that they've observed a growth of approximately 20% compared to the last year's numbers in their deodorant segment. And looking ahead, they're not just optimistic, but they are practically forecasting a growth rate of anywhere between 18 to 20% for this year in this segment alone as well. Then there's the skincare company Equentis, which has carved out a niche for itself in the sun protection category. They're not just riding the wave, they're expecting to see a substantial surge in growth, projecting a 60 to 70% increase in the coming year. Now, what these trends underline is a broader shift in consumer priorities. As awareness grows, so does the demand for products that not only enhance beauty, but also offer health benefits. Now, companies that are quick to adapt to these changing needs, whether through product innovation, marketing strategies that educate and inform, or simply by being attuned to the consumer preferences, are the ones that are likely to not just survive, but thrive in this evolving market landscape. Next up is the travel and tourism sector. Now, summer is a peak season for travel in many parts of the world, especially in regions where schools have long breaks. Now, the travel, tourism, and hospitality sectors in India also see a boost during the summer season, especially in tourist destinations that are popular in the warmer ones. Now, companies involved in hotel and resort operations, travel, booking, and aviation might see seasonal growth. Now, in conclusion, the Indian summer not only brings scorching temperatures but also serves as a catalyst for economic activity, creating unique investment opportunities in what are commonly referred to as summer stocks. Now, the overall investing in summer stocks provides investors with an opportunity to capitalize on seasonal trends and diversify their portfolios, potentially reaping rewards from the surge in demand across various sectors during India's intense summer season. With that, this is Raj Mehta signing off, wishing you and your loved ones the very best. Thank you.
Did you like watching this video? Then download our app Informed Investor to watch more such informative and interesting videos.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.